So I'm back. So I'm in a talky mood before I go back down to my job. But I called one of the homeless shelters today, and the staff members, when I did an intake over the phone, I called there, and the lady was like, I said, yeah, I called on Sunday night to see if I can get an intake. The lady asked me all my information, all my personal information, including my social security number. They asked for all this stuff so they could do a background check on me to make sure I'm not like a robber or like on the run or whatever. I gave her all my information. When I called back today, she was like, oh, we don't have any record of you. And I said, well, the girl asked me like 20 questions, and she was telling me about, it could take a couple of days. And I called back on today, and y'all saying that y'all don't have my information. So I'm already mad because I'm giving out my social security number, my address, this personal sensitive information, and it's not getting through. So what, the girl asked me all these questions and she really didn't put the paperwork through. Why are people so lazy? The people that work in these shelters are super freaking lazy. You're not even like, these are people out here that are homeless and need housing. Why would someone that work in a shelter not want to do their job? I'm upset. So I'm talking to the lady today. I guess she's a counselor. All these shelters are the same ghetto nasty people that run them. So she was like, well, you can do it again. You can put it in again. We could do it again. So this is probably not even a place that I really want to go to. I'm probably okay. That's why I see now when people say they're okay with staying in their cars, even in the wintertime, this is why they're okay staying in their cars, because people are freaking nasty. So the lady on the phone, she wasn't too bad, but she was giving me a little sass. When people get a little sass in their attitude. So she was like, well, you could submit the application again. I said, okay. She was like, let me call down there and let the girls take it. So the girl that picked up the phone, nasty witch with an attitude. Talking all nasty. I said, I can't hear you. Well, you want to submit it again? Just really nasty. What are you being nasty for? We're homeless people. We need housing. Why would somebody be so nasty on the telephones talking to somebody that lost a lot, don't have nothing, have been sleeping in her car, but you got a nasty, shitty attitude and you think that that's okay? And there's nobody to talk to report these people because they're all the same. All of them are the same. This is why I understand why now people choose to live and stay in their cars, because these homeless shelters, from what I'm seeing and hearing about rumors and looking at reviews and stuff, all the people are nasty, disgusting attitudes. And y'all supposed to be helping people? That's not helpful to someone that could be, getting her head knocked off by a battered, she could be a battered wife, a battered girlfriend. And somebody go to a shelter and you got staff members that they don't even like their job. If you don't like your job, get another one. Everybody out here is not a drug addict, a disgusting human being. Like, everybody's not like that. So you don't treat people that way. You never know when you could find yourself in a homeless situation where you find yourself sleeping in your car in the wintertime. I see why some people say now, oh, I'd rather sleep in my car. I see why. I see why some people choose the car. And I'll probably be in my car the next couple of days. But I see why people choose the streets instead of going to these crappy shelters, because they're all crappy. The staff members that they hire in these shelters are nasty women with attitudes. And you're not supposed to say nothing back. You're supposed to just let them talk to you any kind of way. Just the fact that you're homeless. That's not right. They really need to change that. But what's going to change? What's really going to change? What's really going to change? Nothing's going to change, because we're in a world filled with selfish, hateful, disgusting, nasty people. I don't want to be bothered with people like that. I know people that told me that they have made it through the winter in their car. They've made it through the winter in their car. If I can make it this spring, I'll be fine. That's not what I plan on doing, though. I don't want to stay in my car because it's so uncomfortable for me to be cold. But the nasty, crappy attitudes of these women that work in these places, it's disgusting. It's uncalled for. When someone's homeless and some people have lost everything that they own. They had to walk away from bad relationships, walking away from evictions where they had to walk away from everything because they had no way or no money or no means. People have lost everything in their life. And then you go to a place, a shelter is supposed to be a warming environment where people can come to and seek refuge and get food, get something warm to eat, but you treat people like they're animals. You treat people like they're animals. And the girl on the phone, after she got really nasty with me, she gave the phone to another woman. The woman that did the thing for me today, she was an older lady. She seemed to have a little bit more respect. So I heard the lady on the other phone like, no, you could take care of this. Like, basically, I had an attitude. I had an attitude because you gave me a shitty attitude. I said to her, I said, are you okay today? You seem like you're not well. And apparently her boss is coming back tomorrow, so I'm going to let the boss know how crappy her attitude was. But first, I'm going to see if they let me in this place. If I don't get in, I just don't get in. Heck, I survived in my car last night, and it was pretty chilly last night. But I see why people choose to want to live in their cars and want to stay in their cars, because this is ridiculous that you have to deal with people with such crappy, nasty attitudes. Where I work at, in customer service, customer care, whatever you want to call it, I treat people decent when they come up to me. Even if they're treating me bad, I just get my manager and let my manager deal with them from there on in. If someone is being nasty and derogatory and, you know, antagonizing me, trying to get me to come out of pocket when I'm at work, that's what I do. I just say, let me get my supervisor. Maybe he can help you better than I can. This lady was nasty to me on the phone, and I wish I could have recorded the conversation. Because if this is how y'all talk to homeless people, I can only imagine how you treat people in your family. And the sad part is, these are women that look just like me. Women that look just like me. What are you mad for? Shouldn't you be happy to have a job? I'm not saying that you have to be at work with like a cheesy fake smile on your face all day, but damn. Give people grace and be a little bit more respectful to people. People have to go through something, and it's bad enough. Like, there's no housing. Like, housing doesn't even exist anymore. There's so many people on the housing list for housing. It's nothing anymore. It's like no help. There's nothing available. There's not much help available unless the person is collecting like welfare or something like that. But I'm just saying, be nice and be respectful of people. What is wrong with someone being nice to another person? Being respectful, being kind. Even in my old shelter that I got kicked out of, those women were nasty. And these are broads that are in their 50s. They're over 50. And they're acting like high school children with their nasty, crappy attitudes. And you wonder why you don't get far in life. When people come in my job and I got to help a person, maybe they want to come in and pay a bill, maybe they want to do financing, I'm peaceful to these people because they're coming to me in peace. Why would I come to them with drama and what you want? What you trying to pay your bill? Like, it's disgusting. But we're not supposed to say anything about this. You're supposed to just shut up and let somebody talk to you any kind of crazy old way. This has to stop. These homeless shelters are ratchet as they come. It's just like a jail, just like prison. I could only imagine how the prisoners or people that's in jail are being treated. Treating you like you're less than. Because they committed crimes. So a lot of the COs and stuff in jail, they treating those people like they're roadkill, you know what I mean? But in a homeless shelter, we're already in a crazy situation because we've lost so much. We don't deserve to be treated like that. Nobody deserves to be treated like that. But you see this behavior from all walks of life, all races of people. The nasty, disgusting attitude. And I know a lot of people out here are fed up and tired. You know, we're not getting paid enough money. We're not getting this. We're not getting that. Shoot, I'm tired too. But I'm not going to treat nobody. I'm not going to treat a stranger that's coming in my store to pay a bill or do something. I'm going to treat them like crap because I'm miserable in my own life. That's not fair to them. Why would I treat them like that? They coming up here with respect for me, so why should I treat them like garbage? They don't deserve to be treated that way. I'm like this. You treat a person how a person is treating you. But then when you treat the person how they treating you, then you're the problem. I'm the one with the attitude. And I said something to the girl on the phone. I said, are you okay? Because you don't seem too happy today. she gives the phone to an older woman. The older woman got on the phone. Like, y'all can't be talking crazy to people and think that, you know, some people out here will jump on your neck and not even think twice about it. So here's my debacle with the homeless shelter. I'll let y'all know. I'm going to continue to fill y'all in and let y'all know what's going on with this situation. But y'all, all these shelters be having the ratchets, child. The ratchets be hiding up in these shelters mad that they getting paid $15 an hour. Well, go get a second job.